Weekend, and I'm heading out for a little van camping, heading into Snowdonia to a campsite that I've always fancied but never stayed at. It's just outside Dolwyddelan. It's called Tanald Rock Farm, now known as Camp Snowdonia, in a beautiful setting right on the edge of a lovely little river. So there's some little river walks to be had. There is a waterfall nearby, I believe, which I'm going to go and find if I can, along with Dolwyddelan Castle ruins. So if this sounds like your kind of weekend, let's go check it out. Let's go and have a wander. The van's parked now. I did drive down to the castle car park itself, but the gates are closed and locked. So I've come back up to this little lay-by, just on the left before the approach into Dolwyddelan village. So I'll head back up the path, do a right off the road, and head on up and round to the castle ruins. So let's get going. 100 yards from that little pull-in car park where the van is. Just walked along this path. Arrived at this sign, Castle and Waterfall. So we go right, head up here. If I'm not mistaken, that peak you can see through the drizzle, if the camera's picking it up, and if I've got my bearings right, is Moel Siobod. If you head into the Channel Library, I did a walk up there a couple of weeks ago. Absolutely fantastic. Go and check that one out. The ruins are coming into view. Lovely now, silhouetted on the top of the hill. Only looks like a short walk and pretty easy and straightforward. Right at the start of the walk, this is Dolwyddelan Waterfall. After coming through that gate after the short walk, the waterfall is literally 100 yards there on the right hand side, and the castle ruins, I think you need to follow this road up. This is the top of the waterfall, the river is just running in. Pretty sure that is Moel Siobod there, and the Dare ridge that I went up a few weeks ago, because I walked all the way along the top of it right to the end, and that was a walk out. Magical mountain there. If you haven't done Moel Siobod, highly recommend that. Check it out in the library. There's a little information board here, so we'll go and see what's what. Pause the video if you want to have a read. So this was the castle belonging to Prince Llewellyn, and it's believed that he was born on a castle on top of that tree covered mound over there. What a location though. Get up these steps and have a wander around. Castle of Strength. If you'd like to have a read. Quite imposing. Lovely building. It is a little drizzly today, but it's still magical. Hope there's enough light that the camera picks it up. There's a few information boards if you visit. See if we can get to the top of the tower. Steep steps. What a view. Cracking little ruin, definitely worth a visit. Just take a steady wander back down to the van now. Just parked up and I'm gonna head to the end of the street, go and have a pint a coffee in the Gwyndor Hotel pub. The Gwyndor Hotel. The beautiful River Ledra. Just further up there, it narrows into quite a steep gorge, and that's where the famous fisherman's path is, where it's got planks, ladders and ropes overhanging the river. There's sheer rock faces either side, and that's where the old fishermen used to lay their traps and that. It turned into a popular little tourist Instagram hotspot, but they're taking the ladders down now, so you can't get into the gorge because people were trespassing on some private land. So unfortunately that's something that I wanted to do but unable to do now. But there's still a lovely river walk to be had along there and all the way back down the road that side. So it'll only take an hour, so I might go and do that walk. This is where I've pitched. It's a little bit damp, the ground. Well, fingers crossed I won't get stuck tomorrow morning. Toilets are just up there, and on the end there I believe the building some showers. This place hasn't got showers at the moment, but a few months' time that's supposed to be done. Let's go and find this fisherman's path. Nice little wander. Rain and drizzle stopped at the moment, so make the most of it. Straight from the campsite. This is the start of the river walk. But as I believe, all the planks and girders, ladders and bridges that is actually the river walk are on the other side, on the far bank. Just following Kamut as always. On the red flashing dot there, we're going up the left hand side of the river. You can come back the other side, but that's just the main road, the A494, so might just do an out and back, see what we can see. Lovely little forest walk. See the river raging through there now. Nice, absolutely lovely, spectacular. Looks like it's got some depth to it there. That first little section of river there was looking amazing. Hopefully I'll get a better view from it. View of it from over here. Just carry on a bit further. Arrived at a bit of a swamp. Just negotiate this. I can see a tin hut over there. Maybe just a bench. Wouldn't mind doing a bit of canyoning in there. Looks epic. Get the wetsuit on. Get in. You can see the sides of the river getting steep now. Rock face. This is where I was expecting this kind of area to see some of the rickety ladders and platforms, but not yet. Maybe it's further in. This river's incredible. Just looking at Kamut there. I've just gone past it and I'm looking back down the river. But it seems that earlier on, where the steep-sided cliff faces were, is number 4 there. It's called the ladders. So I think they've been taken away, which is a shame because I really wanted to see them. The river appears to mellow out there and open up, so the ladders, I guess, must have been in that narrow section. But I can't see any sign of them. But I'm sure it was on that far bank. I can see kind of some steps where people may have walked through. And I expected them to be on those rock sides, but no sign. Nothing. We'll carry on up the river footpath and enjoy it anyway. Just spoken to these lads here, and they say the whole thing is gone. It's all been taken down. People were jumping off it into the deep sections and maybe some injuries or whatever, so yeah, they got rid of the lot. I just thought it was the start and end ladders that were taken away, but no, apparently the lot's gone. However, there is a little scaffolding bridge just over there, so I'll try and get to that and have a look. And if you can see it on the camera, but that's a tiny little section of bridge that's remaining. Get used to coming here after chatting to those gents along there and all the way down the gorge. But yeah, even those guys themselves, they said they were jumping off the platforms into it, lovely and deep. They said it's a little bit foolish, but yeah, they have a blast. So the campsite's back in that direction, and there's a small railway line there, so that direction it'll continue all the way on to Bettycoed, and that way heads to Blenheim Festiniog. What a place to have a summer house. Incredible. We're up here. I was going to go straight back, out and back. I think I'll head up, do the road. I know it's a road, but I do prefer... Oh, there's a train there. I thought it'd be a steam train. Yeah, so I'll head on up to the road. So instead of an out and back, make it a bit of a loop. It's only half a mile to this point. Back to a familiar section. The main road's just over there, a little bridge crossing the river. A couple of rides ago, no, it was in the winter actually, I did a ride which I titled Trifan EMTB. That's in the library if you fancy looking at that. I started from Dolwyddelan, which is just down there, so I cycled all the way back here, but I've been over the mountains, over the Sarn Helen and Capel Chapel Byway, all the way across to the Ogwen Valley. Fantastic ride. If you haven't seen it, like a bit of e-mountain biking, go and check that one out. A494, and again from a different angle, the River Ledger. Just heading back on the road section now. Back to the campsite. That's it. Walk's done, the loop. We're back to the campsite bridge. The smell of firewood around here is amazing. One of my most favourite smells. Let's go and get mine lit. Northern Monk Heathen Hazy Pale. Cheers. That is tasty. Beautiful setting, beautiful location. There's quite a lot of people on here, but certainly not overcrowded, and it's super quiet and chill. There's a no music policy, and everyone seems to be adhering to it. A lot of people having fire pits, getting the barbecues on, so yeah, good vibe, love it. I was about to fire up my steak, get that cooked, however, just thought I'd grab another beer and enjoy the sky. It's looking beautiful. Location: Hop, Skip and Juice Hazy Pale Ale. Lovely steak I've marinated. Give it 4 to 5 minutes aside. Just a simple steak. Peppers and mushrooms. A bit of peppercorn sauce. Magic. Tuck into this steak.